I was an Army nurse, and after my deployments, I was having a lot of problems with PTSD and anxiety, and I guess the only thing that really made me feel calm was to be out in the garden. So I did a lot of gardening in Kennebunk, and we were only on 1/3 of an acre, and we outgrew that pretty rapidly. And so we decided to come up north and buy some land so we could do some larger scale farming. So we got this 25 acres. I called AgrAbility because I was having some health problems and it was a bit getting difficult to do some farm work. But it actually, when she came up here, we went a different direction and we talked about the food truck as a possibility, and it was nice to finally hear someone say, I think that's a great idea, you know, and to kind of give that encouragement after all the, nah, that's never gonna work, no one ever makes money at that. This area is considered a food desert. One, it's a very short growing season, but I think it's very doable. We have plenty of land up here and water. So Anne from AgrAbility came down to visit the farm and encouraged us to move forward with the food truck. She got us connected with CEI, it's Coastal Enterprises Incorporated, and we set up a whole business plan. And really, we didn't expect that it would happen this year. We did the work, it was a lot of work. Pieces just kind of kept falling into place, and when we presented it to someone, they said they would help back it. So it was about half the money came in through someone that thought the business plan was a good idea. We have pigs, which are the Mangalitsa pigs, also known as the Hungarian hairy hog, and we raise those for meat. We make chorizo out of them and carnitas for the food truck. We have chickens, and we sell our eggs at one of the local markets. We have about 40 to 50 of those. And then we also have rabbits that we raise for meat, and we have rabbit tacos on the food truck also. It's very rustic, it's very basic, but it's very quiet, and that's nice. So go around and I'll feed and water all the animals, and then usually end up in a project of either fixing fences, which seems to be my life's work, and building this, building that, you know, more storage space. Farming requires a lot of equipment, and I wasn't prepared for that. So we're both beginning farmers, so we're learning a lot along the way, and it's nice we've had a lot of people to help us. I would have to say farming has become like therapy. It's that way I can get into a zone. I can think about whatever I need to. I can get things done, and I can do it in quiet. So for me, it's not just a change of a career, it's really just a change of a lifestyle. And I think it's the one that makes me feel closer to nature and closer to what we're supposed to be, if that makes any sense. So our plans for the future are to probably put a few cabins on the property, and people can either stay and just use it as a bed and breakfast, or they can do some farm work if they want to be involved or not. Also maybe bring the food truck onto the property and have a little venue where maybe we have some bands, some local artists playing, yeah, and be amongst the animals. I think if anybody is interested in farming or fishing, they could reach out to AgrAbility and talk to them, because they made it possible for us to find the people that we needed to make what we wanted to do possible.